And we're live.
Live?
From Saturday night.
No,
Mm.
I'm Memorex.
I liked Fridays. Did you ever watch Fridays? Remember there was Saturday Night Live and then there was Fridays?
I don't remember Fridays. Was that a Georgia thing?
No, it wasn't. It was another, it's like when Fox did their thing that they did for a while too.
Yeah, I remember Friday night videos because I didn't have MTV and that was the only way I got to watch music videos for years.
I don't remember Friday Night videos.
No, well.
Anyway.
Hi, Rachel.
Howdy. Hi, I'm Philip.
And I'm Tommy.
Welcome to RCX Unfiltered. And we have the lovely Tessa Boo behind the camera, as always.
Gregory's still here. Say hi, Gregory.
Hi, Gregory.
Great, he's ruined everything.
I tend
Consistency
We appreciate it.
We
is
appreciate
key.
you.
Yeah, I mean, as long as at least we know where it's going to be. All right, it stays right there.
I'm proud of you and everything you do.
Anywho, a lot going on this week.
Yep.
Books.
Lots of books. We read so many books this week.
so many that come out.
Yeah, it's the biggest week of comics in a long time. It's weird how the week that we're not going to be here on Wednesday.
Yeah, the Hilton's ready for me to check in. I don't know why.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So,
should we leave tonight?
I am not leaving tonight. No, that's not going to be a thing. I've got to pack my power cords, man.
I was going to say, I got some more stuff to throw in the bag. I'm not ready yet.
I have 2 power cords.
Oh, I've got to get like toothbrush and all that stuff together.
Unimportant.
You need those things?
I mean,
Ranking that needs that many power cords.
I have a watch and a phone.
Oh,
Same.
your charging cord.
Yeah.
Oh, I was imagining like a surge.
yeah, we use the charging cables because the top half of our body charges differently than the bottom half of our body.
Yeah.
We've got to plug them both in at night.
Yeah.
That'll happen to you too as you get older.
Yeah. Yeah, one half can only take a fast charger. The other half has got to be a slow trickle. You also will understand that as you get older. We're not unfiltered for nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
We get to we're heading off to the great land of Pittsburgh.
Yes. Where it could rain, it could snow, it could be 60 degrees. Nobody knows.
I just went through there.
Why?
Why did you
That's
go through
where they stopped. That was one of the stops on the train.
Really?
Yes.
Pittsburgh and not Philly?
Oh, maybe it was Philly.
think
I
was
would
Philly.
think it was Philly.
Yeah,
It'd be weird for them to route you west to go north. That would be very odd.
So let's all remember, no geography questions with Gregory. That will not be a segment here tonight.
I mean,
folks.
Philly, Pittsburgh, they're both in Pennsylvania.
You are correct. They are both in Pennsylvania because that's a state.
Yep.
Most of Pennsylvania is the same.
No.
Pennsylvania's got a big bell and cheesesteaks.
And that's it.
That's all you need.
Pittsburgh has a really
Bears.
weird park.
They have like 2,800 bridges. Pittsburgh does.
Good for them.
They have a town that's so sad. Billy Joel wrote a song about how sad it is.
Yeah. I lived in Pennsylvania for like 3 years, and I'm really bitter about it.
I lived in Pennsylvania for 3 months.
Yeah, no.
That was enough.
So once again, I like Philly, but I only ever go to Philly for like 3 days. It's like New York, right? Like
Yeah.
I like New York. I can only handle it for 3 days. I like Pittsburgh.
Not for long periods.
Yeah.
We
it's
really
not-
don't leave the hotel.
Yeah.
I lived in a teeny tiny town. It was called Kane. It was maybe like,
Was it adjacent to Abel?
I don't know. It probably
Did
could
it kill
have
it?
been. It could have been. But it was the weirdest little town in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
A little bit of lore for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know this was going to be a lore episode. That's
Well,
exciting.
now it is. I lived there for 3 months. Or not 3 months. 3
I was
years.
there for 3
You
months.
were there for 3 months.
I lived in
confused
Bethlehem. Didn't see a single wise man.
you. No.
Not a single one.
I think we learned some of Tessa Boo's secret origin.
Oh, yeah.
We know where the
Right.
rage comes from.
Her
Comes
Oh,
from
origin.
yeah.
Pennsylvania.
The rage. The craziness.
I'll show you why the bell's cracked.
Yeah, backpacked it myself. You're welcome.
Oh. Well, anyway, we're leaving. We're leaving tomorrow morning for Pittsburgh through Saturday.
Yeah, we back sometime late Saturday night.
Yeah, late Saturday night. I think they extended the thing on Saturday. Looks like.
Yeah, it's at least until 2. It might go
Well,
later.
it says 2 now.
Yeah.
But that was longer than last year.
Yeah, we left at like 12:30, I think, last year.
Yeah, and we stayed for those meetings that we didn't
Yeah.
really need to stay for because
Yeah.
I just didn't care.
Yeah, it looks like some of the roundtable stuff spills over into Saturday.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of roundtable stuff.
Yeah.
So
It'll be
So-
fun. It'll be fun. We'll
Sure.
be tired when we get home, but it'll be fun.
I don't have as much fun at these things as other people have because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's a convention,
Mhm.
but it's a retailer. It's a retailer summit.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like I should be learning stuff. So I wear myself out at these things
I
because
get
it's I
Yeah.
like everyone else can have fun, but like everyone else skips stuff. I don't feel like I should get skipped stuff because I paid for something.
And part of it is like I stay up later than he does. So like I get to
Hi,
like,
Gregory.
Everyone say bye.
See you, bye.
Gregory.
I after all the events are done, I end up like in a room with a bunch of other retailers and we're just chilling and talking. And he goes to bed, which is probably smarter, but
yeah.
I did every night we were there last year. I did spend some amount of time talking to other retailers after everything was done. One of the nights I actually went pretty late, talking to like 4 other people.
Yeah, I think the latest I stayed up was the midnight thing for
The auction.
the auction,
Yeah.
which
That was the one night that I went to bed same time you did because we stayed up
Yeah.
to auction.
and I will probably skip the auction this year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my assumption is they're going to mess it up as bad this year as they did last year,
I would think.
and
yeah.
so I figured I can cut out my annoyance.
Yeah.
As I think we got through like 12 auction items in like 3 hours.
Well, people who had started drinking hours before the auction were the auctioneers. So it's
Oh no.
yeah, it was like if you don't mind staying up and have nothing actually happen,
Yeah.
it's pretty entertaining. But if you're waiting for specific items to come up that never show up,
Yeah, it's very irritating.
it's irritating. Yeah.
So, and I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I need things to move along, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's move along. Like, unlike Heroes Con last year, when I did the auction at Heroes Con, it made it through hundreds of items in 3 hours, as they just put stuff through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versus-
The one auction I did at Baltimore went really smoothly and really quickly.
What? I
Yeah.
am shocked.
I know, right? Spent too much for a piece of art, but it's fine.
Well, I was actually at Heroes. I was there for that one piece of Mike Mayock art,
Oh yeah,
which
right,
was
right, right.
the Batgirl Supergirl.
Mm.
So, and once I got that, we left. It was like number 12 or 16, somewhere on the wall.
Yeah.
I was like, God. Hopefully there'll be nothing at this year's auction that I feel like I must have.
Well, if there is, I'll probably go to the auction, so I can bid up to at least $8
And 43 cents.
Whoa! Calm down, money bags.
But like, yeah, so like there's stuff tomorrow evening when we get there.
Yeah.
But then Thursday and Friday, like everything starts at 8 and like ends at midnight.
Yeah, it's like the minute you wake up till the minute you pass out, and like the new live action Avatar debuts Thursday, and
Yeah.
people are trying to put together a watch party. That's not going to start until like midnight. So I think I'm not going to watch Avatar until I get home.
Yeah, I am not going to sit there and ruin the Avatar with a bunch of other
Yeah,
people.
that's the other thing. I don't want to watch it with a bunch of people. Like I'll watch it with Phoebe, and we will quietly watch it.
Yeah, I will watch it with Jacqueline sitting next to me reading something. But I'm not going to sit there and ruin my Avatar watching
Yeah.
experience with
Yeah, same.
those people because it
Yeah.
would be a drunken watch
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
Not gonna-
Yeah.
not-
Yeah,
not
every
doing that.
night of the event, somebody sponsors an open bar. So
And there's way more sponsors this year than last year.
Way more, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
so-
like there's a lot more going on this year than there was last year.
Wait, what? Wait, we're talking Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the blue people.
The animated series.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the animated series, you should go watch it
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I want to make sure we're talking the same Avatar.
Yeah, it's one of the best animated series I've ever watched.
Yeah.
And then you can watch Legend of Korra, which is somehow better.
which is better.
No, there's no movie. That doesn't
No,
exist.
not the
No.
movie.
The movie
No,
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
It's terrible.
there's
You got Skinny Iroh.
Avatar: The Last Airbender animated, and then Korra animated, and now this.
Yep.
Live action.
Which
That's all. You
Yep.
Which no matter what they do with this live action, I still have the animated, which will still
Right.
be better. It
Right.
still would be better.
yes, the animated will absolutely be better. I like when they adapt the animated stuff into live action if they do it well. I don't even need it to be exactly the same as long as the characters are correct. And at least they look correct.
Yeah.
This time.
And say I'm the opposite. I could care less if they ever adapt anything animated into live action, but I do believe that most live action stuff should be animated. I'm just saying. We don't have the money for that special effects. Let's animate it and then we can do it correctly. I'm going to show you how it can be done.
Yeah.
We're going to animate this.
That's so true.
Now I can have my big explosion.
It's like when Buffy went to comic book form and he didn't have budgetary constraints. They had a castle in Scotland. They had a
Yeah.
helicopter. There were giant monsters.
Yeah, it was funny what happened when
Dawn was a centaur for a while. Like it's
yeah,
a wild ride.
It's funny what happens when your budget constraints are thrown out the window.
Yep.
That's why I'd be honest. That's why I don't have a whole lot of faith in the How to Train Your Dragon live action stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
I am a huge How to Train Your Dragon fan, like from the books and the movies. Like I love it. I have no desire for the live action, like none. I just don't. It's just no. I could care less. And Tess is doing a Comic-Con this weekend.
I am all
Yep.
by myself. It's called the Tessacon.
We'll be out at Powhatan High School.
Mm-hmm.
I added 3 new people to the con today. Like people are still like, hey, is there space? I'm like, it's a high school cafeteria. There's nothing but space. Like,
Yeah.
And like everybody's like, well, how much space do I have? And I'm like, well, they're cafeteria tables, so it's 2 6-foot tables connected together and they fold up. You can use both 6-foot tables or just one. Bring as much stuff as you want. We got plenty of space.
But no, food will not be provided.
No, but the Girl Scouts will be there selling cookies. So
Yeah,
there's
you can
also one of the vendors is selling like candies and like dried fruits and stuff like that. So snack opportunities are there.
Hey, when you're there on Saturday, and talk to the Girl Scouts and ask them when they're going to set up out here
I will.
because they haven't
Answered
yet.
me. Like they said they're going to be at the event, but they didn't tell me
Yeah.
when they wanted to set up.
Yeah, they
here.
want to set up here, and then they're going to the event, but they never said when they were going to set up here. So you should ask them that.
I
And
will
I-
ask them that.
And I both want them to set up here and
And I
also
don't want them.
I don't need to.
Well, I just need to know what day I need to be here to buy
Yes.
cookies. That is really what this
Of course.
conversation's about.
They were
Yeah.
set up in front of Kroger. What was it, Saturday? So I texted him. I was like, the Girl Scouts are here, and he's like, I'll get them later.
Yeah, I'll wait till our troop shows up
Yeah.
here. It's a different troop down there.
Yeah.
Competing troops.
Our troop
Mm.
is the best.
Put them in a ring out in the parking lot. Fight.
I think we've got more comic vendors than they had at GalaxyCon last year.
Yeah, I think that's true.
We've got a ton of artists, a lot of craft vendors. We've got some charities that are coming out to set up. Some local, some other local events are coming to set up just to hand out flyers and stuff. It should be a really good show. I'm really sad I'm missing it.
Yeah, so am I actually.
Yeah, like it's 3 times the amount of vendors as we've had in the past.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So please tell your friends. Go
Yeah.
support Powhatan High School.
yeah, the entry fee to get into the con is $1, and all of the proceeds will go to the library.
So please tell everyone to go.
Yep. It's not
Everyone.
very far down Midlothian. It's about 10,
10
so
minutes.
like 10, 15 minutes from where we are. It's straight down Midlo. You make a right and the school's right there.
Yep.
It's really not far at all.
So help out the school's library.
Yep.
or middle school's library.
Well, I think they're going to
School's
split
library.
the money,
Yeah,
the entry fees between the high school and the middle
Gotcha.
school, but all the money
go to the library.
is going to the libraries. So
Woohoo, library.
yeah,
Good times.
it's very good times.
Good time.
Yeah, I went out there a week and a half ago to look at the space to see just how much space we have, and I was very excited. And talked to Bucky. Bucky Webb is the librarian at the middle school. He's the person that kind of started all this. He's the guy I've been working with last few years doing this. Longtime customer. And he is. We're talking about getting some more graphic novels into the libraries out there. So it's
Cool.
exciting.
Good times. Good
Yeah.
times.
Yay!
Want to talk about some books?
Sure. We have plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I'm going to pick this one.
Super.
We're going to talk about Superman number 11. It's book time. This reverse thing, man, still gets me. Superman number 11. The Lex Luthor Revenge Squad. Dun, dun, dun.
It's like the old Superman Revenge Squad, but for Lex.
It's correct.
Yep.
Wow. You're thank you.
Yeah, just in case anybody was confused as to how
I
they got
was.
the name.
I was really confused.
I'm not even sure how you describe this issue.
Yeah, so Lex's daughter and his mom.
Lena. Lex's daughter's Lena.
And Lex's mom, who's kind of a jerk.
Look at those eyes. Creepy.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to describe it. Like these two guys, Dr. Farm and
So basically, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Lex Luthor tried to become a hero. And then things went south. And he worked with these two people, and now these two people out for revenge.
yeah, they hate him a lot.
And they have basically synthesized different types of kryptonite that they can control and embed in other villains. And they've captured these villains to attack Superman. And their end goal is to kill Luthor.
In this issue, they like hit Superman with some red kryptonite and it makes him
Synthesized
red kryptonite. So it makes him super angry.
But as most people, they don't think, which is actually a good, a good spin on this.
Yep. They're like, haha, we made him super angry.
they
And Lex
made
is like, he's also going to be mad at you. And they're like, whoops.
Yeah, you just made him mad. You didn't aim him at anyone.
Yeah, there's like, man, you guys are dumb. Ugh.
Pick a number 1 through 7.
7.
God, now I gotta count. Next up is Titans number 8. This is the aftermath of
Beast World.
Beast Wars. Transform. Wait, no, wrong.
That's more than meets the eye.
Wrong Beast Wars. So now, now we're dealing with the aftermath of Public Enemy.
Yep.
So we have a rapper in here.
So now a lot of people. That was good.
Thanks.
A lot of people are angry at the Titans because even though they saved the world, everybody's like, well, it's your fault the world was in danger. Because nobody knows who Amanda Waller is.
You know, my favorite logic in here, though, is so Amanda Waller was getting ready to kill millions of people to save the world. So the Titans figured out how to not kill those millions of people and save everyone. And they're using that as a logic where the Titans go like, we were going to kill millions of people. They go like, but you saved them, so we didn't. So it all really is Beast Boy's fault. Like, what? Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite the spin.
And then the news media was go, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is why we need better education.
But we get the first appearance of the T-Jet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, Jet.
It is actually really
Yeah,
cool.
I like
As soon as I saw it, okay, I'm in. I'm in on the
Yeah,
T-Jet. Yeah. I wish they hadn't cut off the wing over here and gave me a full panel.
Maybe they'll get a toy. That would be cool.
Yeah, I need a T-Jet toy. So that kicks off the next Titan storyline of.
Yeah, and then like it looks like for the rest of the year, it's really looks like Titans versus Amanda Waller, where she's doing stuff behind the scenes. like being Amanda Waller. You know, she's a jerk.
The Thanos.
As long as we get more Peacemaker, I'm fine. I really enjoyed every bit of Peacemaker and everything that's come out lately.
The Thanos copter.
Oh yeah, yeah, Thanos copter
1 through 10.
3. Ooh.
Next up is Unnatural Order number 3.
So I love the first issue, and I like the second issue, and I really like the third issue. This book is,
I've thoroughly enjoyed this book.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. Where like the first book was very much like a very typical sword and sorcery adventurers trying to stop the bad like wizard guy, and then suddenly there's like a U.S. Army guy from like the modern day who just suddenly shows up at the end, and it's like, wait, what just happened? And so issue 2, I guess, gave us issue 2 was a lot of telling us how this happened.
There was a lot of Collider stuff.
Yeah. This is a spinoff of Echo. It's just they turned on the Large Hadron Collider, and things collided.
We knew those colliders could be no good.
Oh boy!
My favorite thing is the fairies. Though.
Yeah, they're like, wait, no, fairies aren't supposed to look like this. And it's like, oh well, actually, yeah, depends on the lore you're reading.
The fairies are all mean. See, look, it's mean.
I don't know where you read it, but earlier today, Gregory said that the most devastating place for a fairy to work would be Starbucks, because they always ask for your name for the cup.
Ryan asks, does it compare to Once and Future?
I think that's an unfair comparison for literally any book. Because not only was the story of that absolutely brilliant, but Dan Mora's art, in my opinion, is a whole other level of what anyone else is doing in comics right now.
Yeah.
Dan Mora has become my favorite artist in comics.
Yeah. I can't. I mean,
I
to me,
think
nothing much has come out in years that match.
Yeah.
Like, is Once and Future my favorite book of all time? Absolutely not. Is it one of my favorite books that's come out in the last 5 years? Yes.
Yeah.
Tess hated it.
I didn't hate it.
She hated it.
I didn't.
Which to be fair, I called she would hate it.
Yeah, I think that you have to have like a really nerdy appreciation for British literature.
You do.
To really be able to love that book
and
the way that I love
if you care nothing for Arthurian legend,
this
book will mean
if King Arthur stuff is
you.
not your jam, then it's not for you.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So your hatred's valid.
But like,
I never said I hated
I'll be honest, like it doesn't matter what the book is about for me. If there's a sassy grandma monster hunter, I'm in 100%. Let's do Weapon 8.
Okay. Next is Edge of Spider-Verse one shot.
Brian,
featuring.
Sorry, Brian. The last book was Unnatural Order, number 3. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. No. Sorry, go ahead.
I was answering Brian's question. I'm sorry.
This is Edge of Spider-Verse number 1. It's only a one shot, and it features Weapon 8.
See,
take it away, Tommy.
Spiders have 8 legs, so he's got to be Weapon 8. Even though they're still doing like Captain America was Weapon 1 and
Wolverine's Weapon 10.
Wolverine's Weapon 10. Why was Peter there before Wolverine? Anyway, there's some leaps in logic that
it's a Elseworld type.
That's fair.
It's a multiverse thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah,
fine.
The part of the thing with the helmet is that he literally has spider eyes behind that thing.
Well,
it's creepy.
They've done enough work on him.
Yeah.
Here, let's find a creepy.
Yeah, he looks real creepy. He is like next level lethal though.
Yeah.
Like he is no joke. Like honestly, you take Spider-Man's powers, you amp him up, give him extra powers, and then take away all sense of right and wrong and morality. And just like he's a weapon to be aimed.
Yeah.
Like, it is
and he only wants to know one thing.
Yeah, what was my name?
What's my name?
Like clearly Weapon 8 isn't my original name. What's my original name? And his handler, who is Flash Thompson,
Yeah, it's not Cyclops. It's literally is covering up his 8 eyes. Or
Yeah.
6 eyes?
6 eyes, I think. It's 8 legs, 6
One,
eyes.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can kind of see here,
He's got the lumpy face.
and look at all the scars on him and stuff where they
Yeah.
weaponized him. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah. But he is so this is kicking off the Web of Spider-Man one shot that's coming.
Yeah.
And the Web of Spider-Man one shot is apparently launching 3 new titles out of it.
It's something.
I think that's what I read today.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
3?
3. But I mean, I think they're all going to be mini series. I don't think any of them are like ongoing like craziness. And then we get a Spider-Man 2099 story.
Who's going to lead this? Oh, maybe not.
Yep. So Madam Web shows up and she's like, "Hey, man, some stuff's happening. I don't really know. It might already be here." Yeah. So anyway, apparently it's not a one shot.
Wait, I thought this was a one shot.
No,
So it just says continued. So this says it's continued in Web of Spider-Man #1, but obviously there's going to be a second issue.
Yeah, because there's some
Hey,
sort
look,
of weird
it says issue 2.
Venomy thing, and you know the kids love them some Venoms.
Wow, I should probably pay attention more. I actually read this book too, but I just read this and I moved on.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't flip all the way to the back either. So
Well.
yeah, I missed it. When you were like, it's a one shot, I was like, oh, clearly it's a one shot.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I just, once again, as all the books came out this week, and I just don't assume anything comes out anymore until
Yeah.
it
shows up.
actually comes out.
Yeah. Do you want to stick with Spider theme?
Sure.
He's a boy.
A boy.
Next up is Spider Boy #4.
He's
Which
cranky.
which this begins to put together the first 3 issues.
Mhm.
So the first three issues was kind of all one shots, but there was a bigger story involved, and now we start learning what that bigger story is.
This is like the lore episode of X-Files as a comic. It's still got 2 stories, and the backup is not a team up the way
No.
the first 3 issues have been. But we get a lot more backstory on like him and like the monster. What is her name? Madam Monster.
Yeah. Something.
So we get some more backstory and whatnot, and like he gets his feelings hurt.
He gets his feelings
legitimate.
hurt a lot.
Yeah, like this one was kind of legit. Like there were conclusions and people jumped.
What? I
and
mean, to
guys-
be fair.
I mean, yeah. But not only do we have a spider boy, but soon we may have a boy spider.
That's what they called him.
Yeah, that was
certainly.
certainly an idea.
We'll see where it goes.
Yep.
I'm curious to where it goes. It's Dan Slott, so I will.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable. The book's been really good. I will say, like, the 2 most fun books every month are this and Shazam.
Shazam.
Like, I really look forward to both those books a lot.
I still like Harley Quinn.
Harley is also a lot of fun. Yes.
Just the sheer stupidity.
More spiders.
We're gonna finish out spiders. Next in Ultimate Spider-Man 2, Electric Boogaloo.
He is the ultimate Spider-Man. No other Spider-Man has ultimated the way he has. We get to see some old guys in a sauna.
I kind of like the way that they're leading to the red and blue costume.
Yes, I do too.
So we haven't got to the red and blue costume yet. We've gotten to a symbiote costume.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with it. I don't know if it's part of his power set or
So whatever. I don't know. Yeah, we don't know. So in this issue here, he finally gets into costume, but his costume is kind of symbiote related. So I don't know if it was a part of what was given him in the first issue
Yeah.
or did his powers.
But it's all black. There's no eyes,
It
no
is-
nothing.
it is, yeah.
Well,
Well, he has eyes.
oh, why did
There's
I-
just no symbols.
Mm,
It
yeah,
is just an all black.
I
with,
forgot that it had eyes.
We had to
didn't think
see.
it did. Yeah. Anyway, it's
And he's very gullible,
yeah.
which is fabulous because he's what, late 30s.
Yeah, but mid late 30s, and like his first like super villain that he runs across is the Shocker.
Which they did a good job with his
It was
costume.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, Jonah and Robbie
mean-
spend like many pages in a sauna.
Ben.
Oh, Ben, sorry. Jonah and Ben, not Robbie.
Yeah, not Robbie.
Jonah and Ben.
Robbie's still at Daily
The
Bugle.
Yeah.
Peter's still at the Daily Bugle too.
Yeah.
Brian says, would you say this Ultimate Spider-Man is amazing or spectacular?
Gregory called it amazing about 73 times today.
Hmm.
I called it sensational.
I would not call it. I guess right now, it's on the spectacular range because it's about the people.
Okay.
So I would call it spectacular more than amazing because Spectacular Spider-Man was always about the cast.
Yeah.
And right now, this is about the cast because everything is building out.
Mary Jane's not in this book a lot, but I really love what they're doing with her character.
Yeah.
The kids are adorable.
Kids are, adorable. And then the stuff with Jonah and Ben is great. So
Yeah,
I do think that I would call it spectacular right now because I feel like that they're using these first issues to actually world build with the people.
Yeah.
Now it may turn into a slugfest. So, but yeah, I mean, then it would become an amazing book.
Yeah.
But Spectacular's always been that or Friendly Neighborhood, but I don't think it's Friendly Neighborhood level.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
No.
So it's more spectacular. Well, that's your pick of the week. So what's next? Let's go here.
I was going to say that.
Next we have is Cemetery Kids Don't Die, #1 by Oni Press.
So this one was weird. I got like the first few pages, I was like, I'm not sure about this because it's basically these kids playing World of Warcraft, basically. And they're in the game and they're getting their butts kicked or whatever. But then when they come out of the game, they're not like at their computer playing or they're not at a console playing. They've got some sort of thing on their head that looks like a giant green slug. And they can only stay in it for so long. And then they have to sleep for X number of hours before they're allowed to go back in. And the gist of this is like something terrible has happened. There's a brother, sister. And something terrible happened to their parents, and the older brother is very resentful, and the sister, I think it's the younger sister, is in a wheelchair. So like the only time they really spend together is in this game, and he is just angry all the time. And he finds a cheat to stay in the game too long, and some bad stuff happens.
Bad stuff.
Yeah, some bad stuff happens. So, it's really like. There's some weird stuff. Like they go to an NPC in the game and they're like, what do we have to do? And he's like, I don't know. You can go do this thing. And they're like, wait, why doesn't the NPC know what we're supposed to do? He's supposed to give us a quest. And the NPC's like, whatever. I don't know. So there's a lot of stuff going on in here that doesn't make any sense. The first issue I enjoyed enough that I'm at least going to jump in for issue 2 and see where it goes. It was a interesting concept. I've read a lot of books about like kids playing games and getting trapped in games. Like, isn't that the whole plot of Sword Art Online? Like you get trapped in a game.
I don't know. Is it?
I believe it is.
Okay.
I believe it is. I thought you might know. You know Mangers more than me.
Mangers.
I know old Mangers.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't remember how old it was.
Not new Mangers.
I didn't know if it was like Sailor Moon Sword Art era. Or,
It could have
I
been.
don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, kids in video games, they get trapped or something. I'm not even really sure. Gojira? Okay, fine.
What'd you say?
I said
Oh,
Gojira.
this.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Kaijus.
I'm from Georgia. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Number, what, 4?
4, I think. 5?
5?
5?
Something? 5.
5.
Number-
Yeah.
It's a teeny tiny little 5 right there.
So when the first issue of this came out, Gail Simone was on Twitter and she was like, I'm so angry at this creative team because this is exactly the kind of book I would want to write. It's perfect and I love it. And she's not wrong. There's no reason for this book to be as good as it is.
Yeah. And the ending of this book
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
great.
like all the Justice League characters are done really well. Superman got knocked out kind of early in the story.
At the end, at the beginning of the
issue
second
2.
issue.
Yeah. Godzilla took him out. Like literally, Godzilla took Superman out, and he's like in a coma near death. And, and Supergirl's like, don't think that's right. That seems bad. Lois is like, shut up, go fight the lizard.
It's a lizard.
And so, like, basically, the Legion of Doom has accidentally or kind of on purpose brought all the Godzilla monsters over. And so Aquaman's like, you know what? Godzilla's in the water. No big deal. I got a Kraken.
And he sends a Kraken after Godzilla.
Yeah. And then, like, they have figured out that King Kong is the closest to a heroic monster. So they're like, yo, Kong, can we get a hand? And Grodd is like, my lord. So, you know.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
There's a lot happening in this book.
But we don't know what brought them to the DC universe yet. That's the thing we don't know.
Oh, I thought it was
like we know who.
Okay.
But we don't
right,
know.
right. We haven't seen the MacGuffin.
Yeah, we
bring
haven't
them here or send them
seen.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know how to.
But
Like-
man, this book has been fun.
Like Batman's trying to build something, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna work.
Yeah.
But Luther has something up his sleeve
Yeah.
in this. But this has been really good. I've enjoyed
It
it.
has been a lot of fun.
So
And like every once in a while, there's a book that comes out and we read it because we're like, oh, this is gonna be stupid. And like the kind of stupid we enjoy. And then it's like, why is this so good?
yeah,
I don't understand. There's
that
no
is-
reason
that
for
is
this
one
book to
of-
be that good.
that is one of those books. It should not be that good.
I had the same, like the Injustice comic based on the video game.
Yeah.
When it came out, I was like, I'll read the first issue of this. And then I was like, whoa.
Well, that stupid Justice League or Batman Santa Claus book that came out in December,
Yeah.
which ended up
It was
being
so good.
so good. Like, I don't understand why that was a thing. So next up is Cobra Commander number 2.
Yeah. Dreadnoks. I
Yeah.
loved the Dreadnoks back when I was a kid.
Yep. And
They
we
were
get
my favorite part of Cobra.
the good old dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
See, big old.
Yeah.
And I'm still not sure about this whole Cobra Commander guy.
Yeah, he seems shady.
Like,
I like his little trench coat and his hat, though.
yeah,
He's like, nobody will notice I'm wearing a metal face mask if I
No.
wear this fedora or whatever kind of hat it is.
but man, the dreadnoughts are
Yeah, they are terrifying.
terrifying.
Yeah, they were always sort of done for laughs. I mean, Zartan was always kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
But the Dreadnoks were always kind of like goofy. Like they just really love chocolate covered donuts and orange soda.
Yeah, not in here.
No, these guys are terrifying. They really like their chainsaws. When they're
And believe it or not, they live in Florida with the alligators
Yep.
in the swamp.
Yeah.
So take that as you will. Just saying.
Yeah. It's feels like that's where they belong. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea where this book is going, but I am really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cobra's looking for Energon.
Yeah.
Like, so we're tied into the Transformer. All this is tied into the Energon universe.
Mhm.
So he's looking for Energon for this underground city that is called Cobra-La.
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 If you've seen the G.I. Joe animated movie from the 80s, you will know what we're talking about. If you haven't, you'll have to read the book.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
And then we have Wonder Woman number 6.
Which was almost my pick of the week. It was a very big toss up.
Yep, it is the end of the first storyline.
Yeah. Basically, the United States government has declared war on the Amazons.
Yep.
Told them all to get out of the country, go home. You're not wanted. And there is a king of America who has been behind the scenes running the country since its inception. Like not one guy, but like a bloodline. There's been a
Right.
king of America since America was founded.
We don't know it.
Yeah, nobody knows it. He's very much behind the scenes, and he's narrating the story,
Right.
from the future.
Yes.
So it's a very interesting At least I think he's the one narrating
Yeah,
it.
who-
They haven't
it's-
really said for certain.
Yeah, like whoever's narrating is on the side against Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But it's handled really well, and it is definitely not hiding from what's going on.
No.
Like when they make a mistake, he goes like, "Yeah, this was a mistake," because
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's playing them.
Yeah. Like Wonder Woman has a new catchphrase from this book. No, thank you.
Yes.
Like, if you're bothering her, if you're trying to do something stupid and she says no, thank you, just back off.
Yeah.
Walk slowly away and say, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, bad things will happen.
Bad things are going to happen. And there's things in here that so I know people that when they read comics, they read the words and they skip panels because there's no words and they don't look at the picture. Which why it usually takes me twice as long to read comics as most people. If you do that in this book, you're going to be really confused when the next issue comes along, because there are things that happen in panels in this book where there's no words, and you're going to be sitting there going, well, how did that person get here? It's happening off panel, but it takes place in the back of a panel if you're not paying attention, which is fabulous to me.
Yeah, there's the art's as important as the words.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like I said, I like things like that because it confuses people, like right there.
Yep.
Like people are going to miss that one panel right there. And when they get to the next issue, they're going to be going like, what?
Also, this series has a backup story with Trinity, who is Wonder Woman's daughter in the future.
Daughter.
Yeah, we don't know exactly.
I think it's going to be adopted daughter.
Yeah, I think so too. But basically, it's Trinity with her ever loyal babysitters, John Kent and Damian Wayne. And in this issue, the entire backup story is John and Damian trying to get Trinity to go to bed. She's like 4.
She's like, yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or
something
5?
like- yeah, something like that.
And like, I don't know if you've ever tried to put a 4 or 5-year-old to bed when they don't want to go to bed. It's really difficult. Add superpowers. The backup story has been so fun. I love John and Damian's whole dynamic. And adding a little sister that they need to take care of to it. Oh God, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. This book is making me like Damian way more than I have ever liked him.
Well, to be fair, the best Damian's ever been was Super Sons.
Yes, I agree. And I think
So
that I enjoy when Dick was Batman for that short amount of time and Damian was his Robin.
Right.
I enjoyed Damian then. They had a very good big brother, little brother relationship.
Right.
And like John and Damian mentally, I guess, are kind of the same age. You know, John got aged up or whatever, but like the two of them watching this little girl, God, it's beautiful. I love it so much.
Yep. Next, we're going to have Nightwing number 111. So this is also after the whole Beast World stuff, and now things are we're starting to get back to who was the Heart guy?
Heartless,
yeah.
Yep.
We're starting to get back to that, which was some of the early Nightwing book, but they're in Gotham now. So Batman shows up. Just didn't give it away.
And we talked about this earlier, and we agreed this is the best Batman has been written in a long time.
Yeah, this isn't a like, I don't know. Sometimes Batman lately has been so written as just like a hatred type character that's not really who he was or how he was all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, he's raised a couple of kids. I mean, granted, with Alfred, but come on, like it's not.
In this, it's like after Beast World, where Batman turned into a wolf and bit Nightwing, and so like that comes up, and Bruce and Dick have like a conversation like a father and son would have,
right?
Which I don't see often enough.
No. Yeah, because like I said, to me, a lot of that stuff it's easily forgotten that Bruce has raised a couple of kids. You know, and granted, Alfred was there that helped, but like he was a big part of that. Like part of his mentality was like, and you see it in here when Dick's parents died, and they actually threw something in there to show you the difference between people,
Yeah.
like the callousness,
Callousness.
thank you, of people versus wanting to help
Yeah.
someone.
We see a young Heartless.
Yes,
Yeah.
is what we.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He and Dick, their stories have been intertwined basically since the day Dick's parents died.
Yep.
And there's a backup story with an ancestor
Of the Graysons.
of the Graysons.
But yeah, so this story will lead into the fall of Grayson.
Yep.
Which is probably why we're getting the backup story.
Probably. I had a feeling that has something to do with it. Yeah. All right. We're out of time, but real quick.
No, we know a little later.
No, we're not out of time. We're doing this book.
All right.
Yes,
let's
please
do
talk
it.
about the book.
All right. This is my pick of the week. It's Blasphemous,
Number 1
number 1.
by Mirka Andolfo.
So I am a huge fan of satire and social commentary, and this book has a lot of that.
And it's from Distillery.
It's from Distillery.
That's why it's so big.
Yeah.
This is a Distillery size book.
Yeah, this is
Distillery
the
size book.
third book.
Distillery.
I guess the fourth book, The Devil's Cut.
If you count the Devil's
anthology.
Cut, it's the fourth.
So this would be the fourth book from them. And all these books are 3-issue miniseries.
Yep.
And
and they're 48 pages.
they're
40
they're big,
something.
They're big, thick boys.
It's 40 something pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not your normal 22 to 24. It's 40. May not be 48, but it's 40 something.
So yeah, something like that. This is set in
Pound. Cardstock.
a not too distant future.
What?
Where an offshoot of the church has basically created pop divas who are adored and loved as if they are saints walking the earth. And this one is like we learn, or like it kind of starts off like she's basically immortal, is what it looks like. And people just adore her.
Here's some art.
Yeah, the art is fantastic. It's I mean, Mirka Andolfo, if you've read any of her stuff,
And these are mature books.
they are mature. All of Distillery's books have been pretty mature. But like this character is like the pinnacle. She is the Taylor Swift of their pantheon. She can produce miracles. She makes a kid in a wheelchair walk in this issue.
Yeah, that was the page I showed.
Yeah.
I showed that. I showed the walking page. Or stand up, whatever. Yeah, I did that. I did
So-
a thing.
Yeah. Anyway, I loved this book. This is the third book from Distillery that I have really liked. We will talk to those folks this week, and I want to complain about the size of the book, but I honestly really like it.
Yeah,
I think,
so I'm not going to complain because I like weird size books.
yeah,
So I like magazine books. I like ash cans. If you want to tell a story, I think you should tell the story in the format you get. I understand retailers don't like it because it doesn't fit on my rack, and then collectors don't like it because it doesn't fit in my book. You know what? The books are meant to be read. Like go to a. We carry novels. Not all the novels are the same size.
Yeah.
And the novel people don't go. Do you go ballistic when your novels aren't the same size?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
my bookshelves are like,
Yeah,
it's
like trades and hardcovers don't all come out. I just don't understand the complaint. But that's me, right?
yeah.
Like when the last Ronin came out, everyone lost their mind.
It was the same size as the original.
It was the same size
I
as
was
the original
stoked about
turtle.
that.
So was I.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it won't fit in my normal bag. Aw,
Yeah.
your life's hard. First world problems. Yay. My comic won't fit in the bag.
All right. Well, next week we'll have stories from Pittsburgh and from Powhatan. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll do a Tessa Boo Powhatan segment.
I actually won't be here next week.
Tess will be here next week.
I won't be here next
So it'll
week.
be
I'm
2
so sorry.
weeks before we get the Tessa Boo Powhatan segment.
Sorry about that.
And with that note, we will see you guys next week. Yeah, I saw that.
No.
Yeah, I got you, Brian.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Talk to you next week.
Bye.